Back with the Flaming Lips. Their Morning Becomes Eclectic, and we're going to do the interview a little bit differently. Normally we do it in the middle, but we're kind of talking in between the songs this time around. And he started off with Golden Age. I think before you get to the second song, I want to ask very quickly, Beck, what inspired you to hook up with these reprobates?
I was desperate, extremely desperate.
What did he mean by that, reprobate?
That's a good word.
Oh, okay.
I call them pirates because Wayne wears a patch, and
I do. I usually have it with me, but today I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because it's radio, but
Right.
but picture it.
But
if
picture
you
I've
want
got a patch on my
I
eye.
show up with
Yeah.
barrels of rum and.
Well, obviously, you put out Sea Changes and you were going to tour. Why did you decide to change tack a little bit, I guess? You've toured with the same band for so long, and this time it's a little bit different.
Yeah, well, I needed a band, and I thought I'd just do something different. Honestly, I just thought I'd try something different. See what happens. A different kind of chemistry.
When you called us, that was sort of the idea that we got. You thought it'd be just kind of a radical, just bizarre idea, and
yeah, I think because when you've done the same thing for a number of years, and you start trying to look for other situations and things to learn new things, and
no, exactly.
And I like putting myself in a sort of tenuous situation sometimes where I have to
see that's what I mean. See, that's why it works so good, because I'm the same way. I thought, I'm going out there to California to be with Beck. What a weirdo. I don't know what's going to happen there. And you probably thought even worse of us. Yeah, like, oh my God, they said yes, because I think originally you thought they would say, "Who do you think you are, kid, calling us here in Oklahoma City?" Yeah. And then you'd say, "Well, I tried, and they were mean to me." And right.
And that was that.
Right.
Well, 23 dates later, it seems to be working.
They're the hardest working band in showbiz.
Well, the pressure was especially on us in a way, because a lot of people don't know who we are, but they know who you are, and they're not going to really care if it's Beck and the Flaming Lips or Beck and the Rolling Stones. Really, it would just be they came to see you. And of all these years you've been playing and doing these shows, we didn't want them to come and say, the time I saw them with the Flaming Lips, they really sucked. So we wanted to make sure this was not only at least up to par, but something special and unique and great.
Yeah, and I love what they've done with the songs too. You play the same songs for years and years and years, and then you get somebody else's. You look at the song again through somebody else's eyes and ears, and
right. And there were some that we, as the tour has gone on, we've sort of thought, let's keep jazzing it up and see if it works better and better. And I think some of them have worked out great, and others we still have dilemmas with. We play them and we're like, what do you want to do with that? And
well, maybe as we go through the set, we can talk about the differences if you feel like it as we get to the different songs. I know the next song you've got lined up is "We Live Again." It's a special hour. Morning Becomes Eclectic. We got Beck and the Flaming Lips in the studio.
That's a lot of fun.
We started off by talking about the songs that you were going to play, and Wayne, you were listening. You and Stephen and the band, you were listening to Beck. Did you listen to all the albums and then give him a list of songs that you figured?
Well, I
you
think it
could
was
do?
really like in the very beginning of it, we didn't have any idea if it was going to be 100 songs, or like if he knew exactly it was going to be, hey, these 20 songs, and we really didn't have any idea. So we sort of went and felt like, whatever he wants to do, that's what we'll do. And I think he felt the same way as us. He's like, hey, whatever you guys want to do. So we made a list of what we thought we really wanted to play and what he really wanted to play. And then we just kind of veered it, smaller from the stuff that didn't really work. I don't know. There was probably some songs that didn't work. I don't know why. You just sort of go, and you didn't care that much. We didn't care that much. And then some of them we really felt like, we've got to make these work. And that was even stuff like Loser, and even there was other ones that we thought we've got to make this work, and we tried different arrangements.
Some of my favorite things that they've done were some of the things from Midnight Vultures, some of the kind of funk.
Mm-hmm. And those the more that we've played them, they've really gotten more
they're
powerful.
Kind of the highlight of the set.
Because I think
is funny, which was a surprise to
me. The dilemma,
I was going to kind of ignore that material.
Oh no.
For this tour.
Well, the dilemma is that stuff never feels that powerful when you're just sitting in a room rehearsing it. You get the audience going crazy, and then when you shake your butt up there and all that, it's amazing what that does to the crowd. But you can't tell that's going to happen in that dry old rehearsal spot. We think, oh, is this funky? Who knows? But when the crowd responds, then you say, oh, whatever it is, do that. And so, that's just the magic that happens when an audience is there and they're ready to rock, and you do that thing.
I pretty much thought we were going to do the new record, and I was just going to focus on singing and standing there and trying to sing the song well.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you guys have been encouraging me to
go.
to make an idiot of myself.
No, actually, it was pretty scary the first 3 days of rehearsal because we started to make a list of songs that we wanted to try. It ended up being like 30 songs. Like, well, we can maybe try that. Maybe we could try this one. So
Yeah, it was a
we're
big
looking
bulk
at
of
30
songs.
we're gonna try to learn.
They've worked hard.
Beck with the Flaming Lips on Morning Becomes Eclectic, and there's a couple more songs left, but I want to do a little more chatting with the boys.
Yeah.
Last time we were talking about how when you guys came out to California to start rehearsing with Beck, you had some ideas. And
Yeah, we saw a missile explode the first day or the
Oh, we
second
did.
day.
We did.
And
yeah.
we've been locked up in this room for a couple of days, and finally, fluorescent lit kind of industrial space. One of these Slipknot kind of bands was next door, going. just like-
Mudvayne. It was Mudvayne.
It was
yeah.
Mudvayne, right?
And they were very nice guys. They
They
were
were nice, and they were
Their music,
incredibly.
yeah. Their music is very evil, but they were very nice.
Yeah, and that was just pounding through the walls while
every
we're
day.
trying to
Yeah.
play these delicate acoustic kind of
Right. These sensitive
ballads.
suicidal ballads.
So I brought all these gentlemen out to the wilds of Burbank, and we just took a walk around the block.
We
and
were
the
going
sun
to go
was
see.
going
We were going to
down
go see the airplanes land. You two were going to take
Yeah.
us that spot where they flew right over top of our heads.
right
Right
at Burbank
right,
Airport.
Right. Mhm.
And we looked up, and this strange thing was flying through the sky, and
Well, it
we
was,
were transfixed. We thought the end had arrived, and
yeah, we did.
and Wayne thought we were this is how he was going to die.
Well, I calmly accepted. Here I am standing with Beck Hansen, and this missile, obviously that was launched by Saddam Hussein or something like that, is coming right at us, meaning that they knew we were rehearsing with you in California, and they decided that's
Right.
when we'll bomb it. And we sort of thought, what is that? And you said, I think it's a nuclear weapon, and we just sort of accepted. Well, we'll die right here with you, Beck. And I thought, Beck being, familiar with the area, we'd run to someplace safe.
you figured he'd know where the shelter was,
He'd say,
right?
come on, Wayne, let's get the hell out of it. And we stood there like,
No.
oh, well. And so that's kind of a metaphor for this whole tour that we've been on, right? We stand there
It
and
was, yeah.
we stand there and take whatever's coming at us, and that's. But it didn't end up being a missile that was actually pointed at us. It was going the other way.
Yeah, it exploded midair.
They were,
luckily.
I think I saw that thing. They were
Exactly.
testing their
Right.
technology.
Right.
and
Exactly.
It's just
and
weird they
yeah.
would do it over Los
But Beck,
Angeles.
but Beck proved his braveness because we didn't really know at all what it was, and it could have
Yeah.
indeed been coming right at us. And he could have said, "Forget this, man. I'm,
Right.
I'm important. I'm going to live. I don't care about you guys." But he stood there and said, "Look, if it's coming at us, let's face it." And I thought that's
We'll
a
brace
telling.
it together.
Yeah, it's a telling moment. We stood there together. Yeah,
It's where
so
we became a band
we did. No, you're right.
at that point. Yeah.
Right. We
As
shared
the nuclear missile approached.
some dangerous experience always bonds people together, and it truly did. Yeah.
I don't know where to go from there. How many songs did you actually end up rehearsing and taking out on the road?
There's quite a few, and he's always surprising us. I think because he knows all these songs so well. He'll walk in one day and say, "Hey, let's do that song," and it'll be midway through the set. We'll say, "Beck, we don't know that one," and he'll go, "Oh, all right, well then we won't do that one then." So it's, I don't know. We probably have a repertoire
25 or something.
at least. Yeah.
We can pick from on night to night.
What's been the biggest surprise for you, either personally or just musically, as the band has developed?
Well, every day's a surprise. I guess,
Yeah, I
you know.
mean, I wish, even that thing that we did last night. I wish that we had more moments where this sort of can just happen.
We should point out when we're talking about last night that we're going to air this several weeks after last night, but you're talking about the Sounds
Oh,
Eclectic.
right. I'm
EP.
sorry.
Ju-
Right.
just
right,
just
right,
for the
right.
uninitiated.
But in a lot of ways, he's very busy. He's promoting a record, and we're on tour, and then we're promoting a record as well. So
Right.
a lot of times we're just off in our separate corners, doing interviews,
Dealing
doing our
with
own
what you
sort of
gotta
thing.
do, yeah.
And a lot of times we
Yeah.
do kind of meet up right there. It's like, "Hey, Beck, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing?" And boom, we're into the first song.
Right.
So it isn't as though we're every day, taking drugs and getting
Right.
drunk together and all that. Wouldn't that be wonderful if we were though? But we're not.
We probably wouldn't be here right now.
But like the
But,
thing that we did last night, where it's just, we had gone up, and you were really working out stuff with Beth Orton and
I was
Nora
being
Jones.
ambitious that night.
You were
I-
doing a lot, and
Yeah.
I sort of felt like I'm with you every day, and these people are just with you for tonight, so spend time
Yeah.
with them. But then, unbeknownst to you, I was going to do a couple of songs that you didn't really know.
Right.
As
and
a
I was
duet.
going to stand there and
Yeah, sort of act
be
like,
the straight man.
yeah, what's this guy doing here? Yeah, so I went up and I did.
Kind of like you're doing right now, Rick.
So I went up and did I Got You Back.
Right.
As opposed to I Got You, Babe. That's the classic duet that everybody thinks of doing. And so, and then we quickly went to the Waylon and Willie classic of she's a good-hearted woman loving a good timing man. And you don't know that one either. So that's what made it so much fun, right?
Especially for the audience, because
Right. Right.